Hey, welcome back to the Minturn Market. Now I'm joined by a co-founder of 5028 Shoes, Mike Taylor. Mike, thanks for putting me in some shoes, and thanks for letting us visit today.
Definitely, yeah. Thanks for having us. So we're excited to be here.
Let's get behind the background of 5028, where the name came from, and kind of the history behind it. Do you mind sharing that with us?
Yeah, so the name actually came from my wife, Angelina Taylor. It's her grandparents' address.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, in Santa Barbara, California. They've run a family-run business out of their home since 1923, I think. 3 generations, a hardwood flooring business.
No kidding.
So she kind of grew up with them as a big inspiration, and just a little nod to them. Her grandmother's still around, and she still does the books and works for the company.
No kidding.
One of the pairs of shoes is named after her. We call her the Great One, and then this is the Great One named after Nanny out in Santa Barbara.
You call her Nanny. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So you got into designing shoes. Your wife was a shoe designer, or is?
Yeah, she was, and still is. She worked for some bigger companies and was kind of over the mass production craziness. So we just launched very small batches. We do, the most we'll do of one style is 250 a pair, but we've gone as low as about 15 to 20.
Okay.
These ones right here are made, we call it an Upcycle Program. Basically, my wife went over and sifted through all the dead stock leather that was going to get tossed to the landfills, and they said we could do, 30 pairs of this, 20 pairs of this, 20 pairs of this. Yeah, they're all manufactured over in Portugal.
No kidding.
There's some small family-run factories over there. So,
what did you do before this? Like, were you?
I've been kind of in sales. I mean, I've always been a shoe guy. I lived down in the Front Range for a while. Did some outside sales, inside sales. My wife's been the designer, the creative one.
Real quick, how did you two meet?
Oh gosh, we met years ago.
At a shoe show?
No, in 2005 at Jazz Fest in New Orleans.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then we were friends for about 10 years, and then got married, and 2 kids, and the rest is history. So.
A 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, you said?
3-month-old, 5-month-old, and a 3-year-old. So
hold on tight, buddy. Hold on tight.
Yeah.
Do you make custom shoes for the kiddos?
Not yet, but that's definitely in the pipeline. We've been visiting some factories over there in Portugal that have some kids' shoes, so that's definitely coming down the road.
Are you available at any particular retailers, or not so much? It's more just through the website?
Yeah, more through the website, direct to consumer. Then we do a lot of shows like this. Like, we'll be back here on the 17th and the 31st. We'll be up at the Aspen Jazz Fest. We go down to the Front Range here and there. We did Carbondale's Mountain Fair last week. We'll be in Paonia in the fall for their Harvest Festival. So just kind of bounce around.
You probably have to be careful. Like, you don't want to be out there too much because you'll get overloaded, but you want to be out there just enough to be on the teetering overload, right?
And people are starting to kind of know about us throughout the valley in Colorado and also down the Front Range, so it's kind of nice to kind of pick up some, we've heard about you here and there and heard about you here and there and love what you're doing. So we donate $5 from every sale to mental health awareness.
Okay.
My wife's on the board at Aspen Strong, and then we just started working with one out of Chicago as well called Stomp Out the Stigma.
Your website has got great information on it, too. I spent some time on there the past couple of days, and there's a lot of good stuff that you may not be able to share right now, but it's you guys are really passionate about what you're doing, and I think it shows in the quality of the products and then what your messaging is.
Yeah, no, thank you. We really appreciate that. So my wife's she's kind of the designer and the creative one behind the whole thing, and I help with, the sales and the shows and the marketing and wherever I can.
And product testing.
Yeah, and product testing, and whenever I have free time to get away from the kids. And so our schedule is a little bit busy, but we're making it work.
Let me ask you real quick, the shoe that I have on, if Baker can show it. So probably over time, like any of these custom shoes, they're going to soften up, they're going to break in.
Definitely, yes.
Right?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, they won't stretch much, but they'll definitely break in. This shoe in particular is called the Walrus, and that's made through some upcycled material that my wife went over and designed. So we might revisit a similar shoe once we sell through, but it'll never be the same thing. We might,
so a lot of one-offs, one-of-a-kinds in a sense, right?
Yeah, I think those we did 30 or 55 pairs total of those. When we sell through them, we'll sell through, and then she'll come up with the next round.
Walrus 2 or the Sea Lion or whatever.
Yeah. You could have named the next shoe right there. So we'll give you credit for it.
I love it.
Yeah.
So how about the website? If people want to find out more, get some information, get some shoes, what would you recommend?
The website is weare5028.com. It's pretty much got our whole story on there, what shows we'll be at, what festivals we'll be at. We'll release our upcoming shoes. We'll shoot an email to everyone on our email list, let them know that something's coming down the pipeline, and go from there.
Mike, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Good luck with everything, for sure. Good luck with those kiddos, too.
Yeah, right.
Hey, we're live from the Minturn Market. We'll be right back with more of the show.
Thank you.